We are the crop. Floating seeds stolen, a bitter breeze sold us here. A bitter sea warned us here. Better be more for us here than this. We are sidewalks cracking, never concede to the bend of your rain and hail. You have captured winter and called it jail, with barcodes that slide shut and steel walls that hide us from the sun. But we are the crop.
I think it's important to start with 2011, which was me preparing for my brother to come back home from being in prison for 6.5 years. And I remember when he got that 8.5-year sentence, how deflating it was, but also how encouraging it was, because he wasn't gonna be there for life. And so I spent the next 6 years trying to figure out what I needed to do to make sure that when my brother came home, he was gonna come back to conditions that were different. Not just in my own family, but also in the county and the place in Los Angeles, the place that created the misery for him in the first place.
I'm right here with Monty, Paul.
Yeah, Uncle Paul.
I'm right here with your nephew, Monty.
Just a welcome home party.
I remember vividly at least the conversation where we were in that house up front here at St. Elmo, and she turned to me and said, "Do you want to start an organization to take on the sheriff's department?" And the question was scary. It was a scary fucking question. You know what I mean? Knowing who the sheriff's department is, knowing what Monty had shared with us about his experience, knowing what they're capable of. And I myself felt like, yeah, this is scary as hell, but it's the right move.
Dandelion check. Dandelion check, 1, 2. We got the jail surrounded, and there's nothing left but.
My name is Helen Jones, and my son's name is John Horton. That was murdered in Men's Central Jail in 2009. This is his autopsy report. You see where he's been hit in the head right there?
There are so many times in this county where their loved ones are told that they committed suicide, when in the reality their loved ones were killed. DPN becomes really this experiment, you know, in the county of Los Angeles, to directly organize family members who'd been impacted by state violence inside the county jail system and go after the sheriff's department. There was no independent civilian oversight of the largest, most dangerous sheriff's department in the country, meaning that for the last 100 years, the sheriff's department has done whatever it's wanted to whomever they wanted. And in 2016, we won civilian oversight of the Los Angeles Sheriff's Department.
And today is a victory, and it's a long, hard-won fight. So I just want to make sure that we make sure that when we're in the streets and people hear there was a commission, you say, I was a part of that. I was a part of making history. So let's clap one more time for each other.
For pretty much 6 years, we had been told by the county, stop asking us to stop the jails. We're not going to stop them. I mean, every single office just kept being like, these jails are happening. Stop coming to us.
When we learned that the county wanted to expand its jail system, it was literally unacceptable. We cannot accept this. This cannot be allowed to happen. This is a crisis, a true human rights crisis. By any definition of any declaration or treaty ever signed, right, any convention ever written, this falls into the definition of a human rights crisis.
And we're off!
Justice LA brought together folks not just in LA County, but across the country, building out this radical campaign that reimagined Los Angeles, reimagined the LA that we deserve to live in. And our primary goal was to stop the building of the two $3.5 billion jails in Los Angeles.
We had known that we had to do something that hadn't been done before, because that meant tens of thousands of our family members would no longer be caged in state facilities, state prisons, or local county jails. When we started, people thought we were crazy. There's no way you're gonna stop a jail from being built, or there's no way you're gonna get supervisors to vote a particular way, so just stop. And we believed in our heart of hearts that, nah, we're going to do this because we're gonna will it through our imagination and organizing.
Part of why we put out 100 beds is it's a symbology. A bed is where you're supposed to go to dream. A bed is where you're supposed to get respite. But these beds destroy communities.
In 2019, we stopped the women's jail and we stopped the construction of what would have been a mental health jail.
Yeah, I mean, I think it's important to know that, like, literally for 8 years of grinding, that whole time we were told, what you want can't happen. It is impossible. We won the stoppage of what was going to be a hospital with 1,200 jail beds in it. We won stopping a $4 billion mental health jail from getting built. We won a roadmap that literally says we are going to take every single way in which policing, jails, courts, incarceration, community supervision impact people's lives and shrink the footprint of it and reinvest those dollars into things that affirm life. Jobs, healthcare, skills and trainings for families. There's been too many moments where we have shown the sheriffs, the Department of Probation, even the County Board of Supervisors that we've been able to build more power than they can stop.
When George Zimmerman was acquitted in the murder of Trayvon Martin, she sent out a text to her community organizer friends, and the text read, "Meet at 9 p.m. at St. Elmo Village," which was here. I always said it felt like a message from the Underground Railroad, right? Like a secret meeting of black folks to figure out what we're gonna do from here. We didn't really have a roadmap. We just knew that the system under which we lived couldn't continue. We knew that we also had to build movement in a way that was different than we'd ever seen.
I was having conversations about freedom portals, about Harriet Tubman, about the new Underground Railroad, what it was going to look like. What was this generation going to create that was a part of an abolitionist journey that was about our freedom? And then we started, Black Lives Matter.
The first year of Black Lives Matter, I feel like Spirit was giving us an opportunity to kind of ground ourselves as organizers who were committed to a movement, not a moment, and kind of settling in to what that meant. Because even though we pledged it, right, we didn't really know that our lives would completely change.